Hey, what's up guys? I'm Moto Chris and welcome back to another video. I want to make this video as like a follow-up, I guess you could say, of what the cost is going to be to repair the bike, if I got hurt, if I'm keeping the bike, if I'm selling the bike, pretty much what's going on with this particular motorcycle right here. If this is your guys' first time visiting the channel, go back and watch the last video that I made. I was actually on my way to deliver this bike to somebody and ended up low-siding it in some water, and I plan to do another like crash analysis, Dan the fireman type video. That guy inspired me a lot, so I want to take opportunity of this situation and give you guys as much information and be as much help as I can to you. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, and make sure you leave a comment down below with any questions that you might have. Let's get on with the video. So I went to the dealership and I actually got a list of every single part that was damaged, and we'll go through every single one of these parts one by one and go through their costs individually. But overall, the crash could have been a lot worse. I didn't get hurt at all. I wasn't wearing any proper gear really. I was, wearing some leather, gardening gloves or work gloves. I was wearing a thick like feather jacket, some jeans, and just some tennis shoes, which I'm actually wearing them right now. And by the way, I had no idea that my shoe fell off until I rewatched the video. It's just crazy. I don't even remember that. But in short, I'm fine. The bike is fine for the most part. Just a couple of bruises and scratches here and there. It's not really damaged critically to where it's not able to sell. I'm talking to a few people who may be interested in picking this motorcycle up. I've taken it to the track since then. I think it's almost got 400 miles, so maybe put another 150 miles on there since the crash, maybe another 100. First track day actually, it was really interesting, and god, these are amazing bikes. Whoever gets this bike is gonna get a good deal regardless, because as you'll find out, it's not that much money to replace these fairings. And why don't we go through every single one of these parts actually, and I can show you guys exactly what happened. So obviously the bike went down on its right side. Thankfully it had these aftermarket bar ends right here, and these actually stuck out far enough to where none of the fairings got like cracked or any of the fairing stays or anything like that. So I'm happy with this. It did its job. I mean, you could get these things on Amazon. It did get a little bent up like that, which is actually what you want. You want the actual frame slider itself to be compromised versus your handlebars, and no tweak in the handlebars. Everything is straight, thankfully. The levers got ground down quite a bit actually. I'm not sure how well you can tell, but there's a clear flat spot right there, and that's when the bike was pretty much sliding, had the lever pushed in like that. So I don't know, maybe slid like 30 feet, but that's really still functional. It's just something cosmetic. I might not even replace that. Something that wasn't as noticeable at first, you really have to look closely to notice this, but this stuck out far enough to where it did get nicked a little bit, made it kind of rough and sharp right there. Not a big deal. This fairing is probably where the majority of the damage is. As you can see, it's pretty rough. Not the prettiest thing. If you take a few steps back, it's actually not that noticeable, but it bothers the rider, and when someone notices, it's like, oh, it's not as nice as it looked a few steps back. This TST Industries running light and turning signal, I'm actually lucky because I have one of these at home, so I'm gonna take this off and put in that new one, and it'll be just like brand new. A few scratches from the concrete right here. This is just dirty. The bike is dirty overall. I mean, it did snow in that video. And then here, this is actually one piece that mounts behind both of these fairings. These are two separate pieces, and same thing here. You could tell it's like someone took a belt sander to it or something. It's rough and frayed here around the edges, and just sanded down to a sharp edge right there. Yamaha actually makes some of these as like frame sliders, so it fits and integrates perfectly right into the stock bodywork. You don't have to drill any holes or anything like that, and they're nice and thick and they stick out about, I don't know, maybe that much. So 2 of those is only like 90 bucks, I want to say. It's not too bad. Next thing, this is actually, I was actually impressed with this. So these foot levers and the peg, really nothing happened. Thankfully nothing happened to the engine case right there. This did get a little scraped up, and this and this are actually separate pieces. Initially I thought this guy was damaged, but it turns out it's just really dirty. And of course the muffler to the exhaust. And the rims thankfully are fine. The tires are fine. The swing arm is fine, just dirty. Front tire is fine. Forks are fine, just dirty. None of that fouled with concrete. There was somewhere right here where it did get a little bit of road rash on the side, the very edge of the tire, which is okay. And you can tell that I kind of scrubbed these in far more than what they were from going to the track and getting a few tips from the guys over there. This would make an excellent track bike. Oh, and I forgot the mirror. The mirror was one of the things that was damaged as well. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see that, but it's practically nothing. So yeah, the only things I didn't put on here were this muffler and that mirror and this lever and the bar ends. Like I said, maybe 10 to 20 bucks on Amazon, 10 to 20 bucks at my local Yamaha dealership. I love those guys. This, I'm not sure, could be up to like 30 bucks, maybe just for one mirror. I'm sure you could even find one locally. I mean, these mirrors are compatible from 2021 as far as I know, back to I think 2017 R3s, maybe 2015 R3s even. They're pretty much the same. So total between those parts is maybe 50-60 bucks. The only reason why I didn't order this is because you can actually get a slip-on that sounds way better and looks way better than this, and this from Yamaha alone will cost you like $200 just for the stock thing that doesn't really look that great. And you could get something from Amazon that sounds cooler and looks a lot cooler too for way cheaper, like I said, 60 bucks. So overall, to fix the bike with just those parts that are on this list, you're looking at, let's say, 100 bucks. 100 bucks for the bar end, the muffler, the lever, and the mirror. And now this is where the bodyworks comes in. So I've got all the part numbers right here, and you can tell they're not really specific. They have diagrams on the website that you can order from, and the guys at the dealer will help you out. I've had a lot of people ask me where I get the fairings, and you just go to your local Yamaha dealer, guys. It's just got to be licensed with Yamaha. You can order the parts from the website yourself. Just go visit someone and ask them for help. They'll be happy to help you. So panel 1 and panel 4, I'm pretty sure are going to be these two right here. The cost of those is $31 and $23, which, I mean, guys, that's nothing. That's nothing for these plastics right here on a 2020 R1. Those two parts together will cost you like 500 bucks. It's ridiculous. Undercover graphic, exhaust protectors, muffler protector silencer, and protector muffler 2. Those are going to be all of these pieces right here. Like I said, very cheap. $32, $25, $13, $5. Graphic is this guy right here. This is actually a graphic that comes off, or you could put a new one on. So this part, this guy too, and this guy down here, for a grand total of $185. So for around $250, so you can make this bike brand new again. Like I said, it's only got like 300-400 miles. I'm seriously considering keeping this as a track bike, but I don't think that's going to come to fruition. If anything, I'll buy another one of these bikes for myself in the future. Like I said, I'm using this money, guys. This is pretty much what's going to grow the channel, the cash that I can get from this. I'm probably going to sell it for a little bit of a loss, which isn't really that big of a deal. I had the bike. I've had my fun with it. You know, it's time for someone else to enjoy it. I might order a few parts here and there. I don't think the plastics from Yamaha will get here in time, but I might do the slip-on exhaust. That would be a cool little video, and the bar ends as well, just because I can get those quick. And yeah, keep in mind that if you decided to do this, you don't need to replace this. This is perfectly functional. You don't need to replace the mirror, and you don't even really need to replace these exhaust covers. The exhaust I would replace because it's a little beat up, but you know, overall, I gotta say, things could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot more expensive to fix, and I'm glad things turned out the way that they turned out. I'll give you guys an update on this bike. There might be 1 or 2 more videos up on this bike before it's actually sold. I just kind of want to give you guys a little update, and thanks for sticking around. I mean, the amount of support in, you know, the last couple of videos has been unbelievable. Like, channel viewership has gone up like 140% since I started posting videos again, which is awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content, and what can I say? Thank you guys for being here. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.